Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys QB Cooper Rush faces the Eagles again as another stint subbing for Dak Prescott begins. The last of Cooper Rush's 5 starts filling in for an injured Dak Prescott as quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys in 2022 was against Philadelphia. The first of a stint that could be longer this season begins against the same NFC East rival on Sunday, with Prescott sidelined by a hamstring injury that is likely to land him on injured reserve and could require surgery. Rush was 4-1 when Prescott was out with a broken thumb 2 years ago, an early season catalyst for a 12-5 playoff season. The video player is currently playing an ad. A ton, Rush said when asked what he could take from 4 consecutive victories without an interception before throwing 3 picks in a loss at the Eagles. The more games you play, the more reps you bank, you put in your library, you draw on those. So feel confident in that. 2 years ago, Prescott went down in a season-opening loss and Dallas had plenty of time to recover. This year, the 2016 AP Offensive Rookie of the Year's torn hamstring came in a 3rd consecutive loss, 27-21 at Atlanta. Dallas, 3-5, hasn't had a losing streak that long since 2020, when Prescott missed 11 games with a broken ankle. And Rush likely won't get much help from the NFL's second-worst rushing offense. The Eagles, 6-2, with running back Saquon Barkley on a career-best pace and Jalen Hurts playing efficiently, have won 4 in a row and are battling Washington for the division lead. The defending NFC East champion Cowboys are struggling to keep their playoff hopes alive as they pass the halfway point in 2024, which means the division likely will go without a repeat winner for the 20th consecutive season. We still have to have that fighter-s mentality, said All-Pro receiver CeeDee Lamb, who sprained his right shoulder against the Falcons but is expected to play. I am a firm believer. Obviously, you're going to get hit in the mouth at some point. It's all in how you respond. First-year Philadelphia offensive coordinator Kellen Moore spent 5 seasons with Rush over Rush's 2 stints with the Cowboys. Rush won another game when Prescott had a calf injury in 2021. This will be the 7th career start for the undrafted 30-year-old from Western Michigan. Rush won his first 4 starts without throwing an interception 2 years ago, before his 3 picks contributed to a 26-17 loss at the Eagles. At least this time, Rush gets Philly at home. Coop is a really smart player, Moore said. He has a great feel for the game. Anticipation. Vision. Feel for what the defense is doing. I think he puts himself in a really good position. It'll still be a challenge for us. The Cowboys have owned the Eagles at home most of the last decade, winning 6 straight in Texas in the series. That doesn't mean anything to us, said Philadelphia coach Nick Sirianni, who was 0-3 at AT&T Stadium. Unless it was something like the weather or the dome, we've just got to go out there and play a good game against a good football team. And handle their crowd and their noise and things we do for any football game. The Eagles lost 3 fumbles and didn't score an offensive touchdown in a 33-13 loss last December, but they seem primed to get into the end zone in this one. Over the last 4 games since the bye, Hurts has no turnovers, 6 passing touchdowns, and 6 rushing scores. Barkley has ripped off 3 straight 100-yard rushing games, including 159 yards against the Jaguars, not to mention his remarkable backward hurdle of a defender in last week's 28-23 victory over Jacksonville. Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons appears set to return after missing 4 games with a high ankle sprain. It's the first time in the 2-time All-Pros 4 seasons he has missed time because of an injury. The timing is good because he'll get to see Barkley, his fellow Penn State alum and familiar NFL foe, after Barkley spent his first 6 seasons with another NFC East rival, the New York Giants. Dallas will be thinking about Parsons helping pressure Hurts since bothering the quarterback has been difficult without him, but Parsons' speed also will be factor in trying to keep Barkley somewhat under control for a Dallas run defense that ranks 30th in the NFL. Eagles receivers A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith make that more difficult, Parsons said. He's playing running back so peacefully, Parsons said. A lot of people doubted that he would have that success, but just like his rookie year, you put the weapons outside of him, you can stack the box against him. Now that he got some help out here, man, it's been night and day difference. Yes, Barkley and Hurts and an offense full of explosive plays have keyed the Eagles' winning streak. Don't forget about the defense. Linebacker Nakobe Dean sealed last week's win when he picked off the Jaguars' Trevor Lawrence in the end zone with 1:38 remaining. Dean had already broken up a pass that was intercepted by linebacker Zach Bond. Philadelphia is the only team in the NFL in the top 6 in offense, 6th, and defense, 3rd. I've got a ton of confidence in the defensive staff and how they've been getting these guys better, Sirianni said. Cowboys executive provides update on Dak Prescott's injury, likelihood of surgery. The Dallas Cowboys will be without star quarterback Dak Prescott for quite a while after he sustained a serious injury to his hamstring during the team's Week 9 loss against the Atlanta Falcons. The Cowboys have yet to place Prescott on injured reserve as he seeks additional opinions on his injury, though the team's executive vice president Stephen Jones indicated Thursday that an IR stint is the most likely outcome. Speaking on San Antonio Sports Star radio show on Thursday, Jones, who is the son of owner Jerry Jones, offered an update on Prescott's ailing hamstring. More than likely, he'll be on injured reserve by the end of the week. We're just making sure we're checking all the options, Jones said. At some point, the injury could require surgery. No one is recommending it now, he added when asked about the possibility Prescott requires surgery. Jones noted that Prescott will almost certainly need the full 4 weeks before he's ready to return, and possibly longer. If he requires surgery, it would certainly be longer than 4 weeks. Thus, an IR stint seems like a foregone conclusion for Prescott. This season, the Cowboys have limped out to a 3-5 start, and things figure to get worse with Prescott on the shelf. The 31-year-old has thrown 11 touchdowns and 9 interceptions this year while completing 64.7% of his passes. He signed a record-setting 4-year, $240 million contract this offseason. If placed on IR, the earliest Prescott could return would be Week 14 when Dallas takes on the Cincinnati Bengals at AT&T Stadium on December 9. Cowboys re-signed CB Andrew Booth to practice squad. The Dallas Cowboys announced they have re-signed CB Andrew Booth to the practice squad. Dallas practice squad now includes Booth, 24, was named second-team All-ACC by the AP as a sophomore and made the first team as a junior at Clemson. The Vikings used the number 42 overall pick on him in the 2022 NFL Draft. Booth signed a 4-year $8,305,824 contract that includes a $3,220,599 signing bonus. He was in the 3rd year of that deal when the Vikings traded him to the Cowboys coming out of the preseason. In 2024, Booth has appeared in 3 games for the Cowboys and recorded 6 total tackles. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Andrew Booth? Leave your opinion in the comments.